On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic, global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Relief.
A feeling of happiness and relaxation that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced.
Examples:
Tax relief. Sigh of relief. He devoted his life to establishing a humanitarian relief fund.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million million.
Examples:
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Interference.
The act or process of getting involved in and trying to influence a specific situation, the state of being affected and influenced with.
Examples:
Officious interference. Interference wave. Unfortunately, the radio interference made it difficult to hear the broadcast.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Circulation.
The movement of blood through the body or of a fluid through a system, the number of copies of a newspaper or magazine that are sold.
Examples:
Lymphatic circulation. Circulation of money. The circulation of the magazine has been steadily declining.
Unlimited.
Without any limits or restrictions.
Examples:
Unlimited liability. Unlimited resources. An unlimited data plan is a popular option for heavy internet users.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Boost.
To improve, raise, or increase something.
Examples:
Boost the economy. Boost flexibility. The new service helped boost net income by 10%.
Manufacture.
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
Manufacture an enzyme. Manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Inflation.
A general and progressive increase in prices. Cosmology, a theory of the exponential expansion of space in the early universe, the act of filling something with air.
Examples:
Inflation control. Global inflation. Investment in index funds can often be a hedge against inflation.
Derail.
To cause a train or tram to run off the tracks accidentally, to run off or leave the rails accidentally.
Examples:
Derail the recovery. Derail an argument. The train derailed because a cow was standing on the tracks.
Quantitative.
Relating to, measuring, or expressing in terms of quantity, involving numerical or statistical data.
Examples:
Quantitative tightening. Quantitative analysis. The quantitative research provided statistical evidence to support the hypothesis.
Infuse.
To fill something with a particular quality, feeling, or influence, to imbue.
Examples:
Infuse with spirit. Infuse life with meaning. She infused fresh herbs into the soup for added flavor.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Entity.
Something that exists independently and has its own identity.
Examples:
Legal entity. Government entity. A company is a distinct legal entity.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Debt.
Something, especially money, goods, or services owed by one person to another, the state of owing something.
Examples:
Debt ceiling. Corporate debt. He became in debt after losing his job.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else. A place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Federal.
Relating to a central government or national authority, refers to government policies, laws, or programs that are implemented at a national level rather than a state or local level.
Examples:
Federal regulations. Federal funding. The federal government announced new regulations to protect the environment.
Reserve.
To keep something for future use or contingency, to obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
Reserve the right. Reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Treasury.
The government department in charge of managing public funds, the funds of a government or institution or individual.
Examples:
Treasury bonds. Treasury money. The protracted war nearly depleted the country's treasury.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Pledge.
To make a formal promise to give or do something.
Examples:
Pledge my fidelity. Pledge military assistance. At this ceremony, we will pledge allegiance to the country's flag.
Unprecedented.
Never having been seen, done, or known before.
Examples:
Unprecedented boom. Unprecedented business opportunity. Unprecedented amounts of heckling and slogan shouting took place throughout the event.
Stimulus.
Something that causes growth or arouses action.
Examples:
A response to a stimulus. Economic stimulus. This book provides children with ideas and a stimulus for outside recreation.
Unemployed.
Not having a job, although able to work.
Examples:
Assignment for the unemployed youth. People who are unemployed. My father was unemployed for so long.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Incentivize.
To make someone want to do in a particular way by offering them a reward.
Examples:
Incentivize carpooling. Incentivize the right behavior. Governments incentivize their citizens to buy eco-friendly products through subsidies.
Investor.
Someone who puts money or capital into something to gain financial returns.
Examples:
Investor lawsuit. A real estate investor. Institutional investors refrained from buying stocks amid the booming economy.
Risky.
Involving the possibility of danger, failure, or loss.
Examples:
Change risky behavior. A risky enterprise. It is extremely risky to sail in such a storm.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Encouraging.
Giving hope, confidence, or support, inspiring.
Examples.
Encouraging approval. Encouraging sign. The test results were encouraging and showed improvement.
Funnel.
A tube or pipe that is wide at the top, sloping sides, narrow at the bottom, used for pouring liquids or powders into a small opening, a smokestack on a ship or steam engine.
Examples.
Separatory funnel. A funnel-shaped device. We have to use a funnel to pour petrol into the tank.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples.
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples.
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Urgently.
In a way that requires immediate action or attention, especially before anything else, because of being very important.
Examples.
Tackle the problem urgently. Urgently required. I need to send this email urgently.
Eyebrow.
The hair arc over each eye in humans.
Examples.
Raise her eyebrows. Eyebrow cosmetics. She raised an inquiring eyebrow towards me.
Cite.
To refer to something such as a passage, book, etc. as evidence for a theory, or as a reason why something has happened.
Examples.
Cite various authorities. Cite a fact as evidence. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose.
Theoretical.
Relating to the concepts and principles upon which a particular topic is founded, rather than practice and experience.
Examples.
Theoretical models. Theoretical physicist. Absolute zero is the lowest theoretical temperature.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples.
The worst case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples.
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Subversion.
The act or process of undermining, overthrowing, or sabotaging a system or government, often through covert or manipulative means. The effort to weaken or destroy established authority or social norms.
Examples:
Subversion tactics. Political subversion. The rebel group's subversion of the government was successful.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Unfold.
To open up or spread out something that is folded or rolled up, to reveal or disclose something that was previously hidden or unknown.
Examples:
Unfold the story. Unfold the stroller. The mystery unfolded as the detectives gathered more clues.